The thing that a lot of people go through, that even you as a client, you come onto your social media platform. For example, let me even take a step back. How even you found me? When you first saw me, you're like, huh, okay, this is interesting. You did not consume one piece of content. You dissected me. You looked at you looked at several pieces of content before even you said, hey, Simon, I want to be part of this webinar. And then what happens is, I know some of you what happened. You got off LinkedIn, then you went on to see what kind of content does he post on Instagram. And then you got off TikTok, some of you guys found me on there. You went on to finding what kind of content does he post on other platforms. Does he even post anything on YouTube? You literally double check before you lead to talking, before leading to becoming an active follower, before leading to becoming someone who wants to even engage with my content. That's what happens with your clientele. Before they see your product, what will happen is they will want to double check and see what other pieces of content do you have, what else do you have to offer. They will not see one piece of content and say, you know what, I am sold, that is it. No, what's going to happen is they need to actually see what you are about, and then they build trust in you. Because first of all, it's like you have to build, like even you're just introducing yourself, then you have to build that trust. Then you have to consume a little bit more content to see, does this person fit the need that I have in my life? He's like, okay, cool, that'll be all right. Cool, let me take a step further. Let me just buy something, or let me just transact or even interact with them a little bit more. And then that will lead to them wanting to actually now acquire or even transact with you or purchase your services. And then it can even lead to them now, based on how your services are, based on how your product is, then they'll become return customers. So that's literally the process that I want you to think about. When it comes to social media, I don't want you to think about it as that one-off ad. I make it, people are gonna transact, let the money come in, make it rain on me. Well, you'll be disappointed. Why? It's a serious issue. So don't think that it's a one-off fits all, like it's just a home run and you knock it out the park. Not always. But I will not lie, there are some instances where I have seen, even in my training, that I've seen just one person just seeing one piece of content, they're like, let's go. But that means that your content has to be authentic and of course real and that sort of thing. So make sure you're aware of that. Now, there is something I want to bring up right now that I think is very important. And I want to bring it towards here, towards the end of me speaking quickly, is this. You primarily, when it comes to all of you guys, I know primarily all of you guys are looking for being discovered on social media, correct? You want to be seen more by the people that you actually want to actually transact with. Becoming discoverable is the number one thing that you need to be consider. You need to put yourself in a way that you are easily discoverable. That's the first thing, because you see how, for example, a lot of people be like, oh my God, I did not know you existed. I did not know what. But you need to put yourself in an avenue where I am easily found. Now, one thing I've also seen is that you also need to incorporate other little things here and there. For example, away from social media, you might also want to look into how, for example, even Google, even when it comes to optimizing even your social media account, even optimizing even social media accounts, there's a reason why I have not put my name as Simon Says Mind You on like Instagram. I usually have digital marketing instructor, because if anybody wants to do digital marketing, my name will crop up. As when it comes to because Instagram put it by location, so on and so forth. And even when it comes to even your bio that you have, focus on making your biography, that especially when it comes to Instagram, focusing on the value that you actually have to offer. For example, if we're talking about Christine, the wall decor, she said that, for example, like you offer wall decor too, so you're enhancing people's homes. Even I want to even look at it like on that aspect of things, because why does someone want a wall decor on their walls? Why? They want to enhance their house, want to enhance their home. That's literally the value that you have to offer to someone. Not necessarily like, I have the best wall decor, so does everybody else says that. You see what I mean? There's nothing new that you're saying. So that's one of the things, even that's why even I put myself is that I help businesses and brands grow on social media. That's my value to you. So that's what I want you to actually make sure you focus on when you're actually making your bios here and there. Now, something that even I'm doing, something that even I'm implementing as recently as just a couple of weeks ago, even last week or so and so forth, is that I am now, you see my videos that I make, be it in LinkedIn, various videos, I'm now transcribing them using an app called Descript. What it does is transcribes it right there. It's very nice. It's a very nice app you can actually use. If you make your content, let's say you make your video content and you're talking about something and you're talking about your wallpapers, maybe you're talking about your TV station, Jorge, maybe you're talking about Lulu, your piece of clothing, and you want to transcribe it, and you're not very good at blogging. You can transcribe it with a Descript, and then you can make a blog post from that, which can help you becoming more discoverable, because in the end, you want people who are searching for you to be able to find you. So at the end, because yes, as you do all these little things that on social media to become easily discoverable, at the same time you also want to consider even having other even using blogs, for example. Even though they're not so big, they help a lot with being discovered, because I've seen a lot when the Standard wrote about me, when I was in the Standard, even when I'm on TV interviews here and so forth. They do go a long way into people discovering me and that sort of things. So in that aspect of things, it's also useful. And another thing is collaborating. For example, if Arlene, for example, she's in digital marketing, me collaborating with her, be able to do a podcast with her or someone so forth, will be useful in the sense that I will also latch on to Arlene's audience, and she will also latch on to mine, which would be a very collaborative effort in people discovering who you actually are. Those are basic things when it comes to collaboration, so on and so forth. Even it can be even as you even use even micro influencers here and so forth. I insist on using micro influencers, because when you use micro influencers, you can use many people. When you use many people, the fear of missing out comes into play. You'll be like, hey, Kwani, everybody has this. That's when people, let's say, yes, this is something good, this is something worth paying for, because people are actually paying for it. So that's something I want you to actually consider when it comes to even making your content for social media.
Hey, if you enjoyed that clip from my webinar, you can just send me a message and let's see how I can help you in making content for your business or your personal brand. Let's get it started.